Oh my goodness. Look at that handsome boy. Hello everyone. It has been a while since I picked up my camera, but me and my mom are going to be taking the kids out. We just want to get out for the day. And I figured today would be a good day for us to just go and check out Savers. And since my last video was so well received, and when I say well received, I mean more than just like my mom, my sister, and my two friends watched the video. I actually got some really nice comments from you guys, and so I figured why not do a thrift with me video today. So normally when I go thrifting, I'll always tell myself that I'm gonna try and vlog in the store so that you can come along with me for the shopping experience. And then I always chicken out and I get scared and embarrassed and shy because there's so many people shopping. It's always busy at the thrift stores where I'm at. And yeah, and then I just never get to do the shopping experience. I only do the haul. But today I think I'm gonna try and be brave. I don't think I'm gonna bring my camera. I will probably just like vlog it on my phone instead to be a little bit more like discreet. But I wanted to take you guys along so you can see in real time the things that I'm finding, the goodies that I'm looking for. I definitely want to hit up the books section. The Savers near me has way more books than the Goodwill that's near me, so I know that I'll be able to find some books, at least maybe not for myself, but for the kids. I do want to look at some of their crafting books because I was in Michael's the other day and I saw some really cool crochet books, and since I just finished my first ever like real crochet project, now I'm like, okay, what else can I do? So I want to see if they have any cool crochet books that I can find there. And then of course, more home decor stuff. Me and Wolfie are kind of like matching today. He's got an orange undershirt and I've got an orange long sleeve undershirt as well. He's got on a little knit jumper that was Ellie's. Look at this cute. And then I'm wearing my Leve merch tee. She had a Black Friday sale. It's actually a size extra, extra large, but it's a baby tee, so it's more cropped, but it kind of fits nice as like a regular boxy t-shirt. And then, yeah, so that's what we're wearing today. Ellie is still not in her clothes to go outside, so I'm not going to show her because she's literally just in her underwear. So we will see you guys at the store. Bye. Okay, so we're back in the car. We went to Savers. I could not vlog in the store because there was just way too many people in there in every single aisle, and it was just too scary. I don't know how people vlog in stores if there's people. Like, I can't do it. I'm too self-conscious. But we found But we did find a lot of really awesome things, and I can't wait to share them with you because they're so good.
I want to hold your phone and talk to them.
Just say hi.
Be closer to me. Okay, I got my special rainbow ball.
Wow. Where did you get that?
My ball?
Yeah.
It was right here.
Yeah, you got that from Lola, huh? Yeah. Thanks, Lola.
Thanks, Lola. And I got this huge airplane that is for me.
There's my mom. Do you like going thrift shopping with me?
Yeah, I love it.
I always find good stuff, huh? What was your favorite thing that we found?
The cube.
The cube.
And that airplane.
And the airplane is cute. So when we get home, I will do a haul because it's just like so many things. I paid for some and my mom paid for some. Thanks, Mom.
Welcome.
So it came out to be much less expensive than I paid much less than I thought I was going to because my mom paid for some. So yeah, we're gonna go home now. My mom is feeling snacky. She wants some popcorn, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, bye. Okay, well, it's the next day. I wasn't able to film the haul yesterday, so I'm in my pajamas, and it is literally, I think it's like 3 in the afternoon. I just put Wolfie down for a nap. We had a late lunch, and I have a little bit of time to go through all of the things that I picked up. And yeah, I'm sorry that I look disheveled, but unfortunately this is how it has to be because I don't have time to get ready and make myself presentable just for a haul. Do I look crazy? Probably, but you know what? It's fine, whatever. You're in my home. This is what it's gonna be like. So, picked up quite a few things. I went with my mom, so my mom actually paid for a couple of things and I paid for a couple of things, so I didn't spend as much as I would have because my mom paid for part of it. I paid a total of $50.55, and then I think my mom paid around like $30. So yeah, a total of around like $80. Most of the items that I got are not actually Christmas presents. They're home decor and like books for me, so they're not gonna be things that I'm actually gonna be like wrapping. I think I only have a total of 4 toys and maybe 3 or 4 books. I didn't get too many toys, I didn't get too carried away with it, but I did find some really good gems. I'm gonna go through all of the home decor and personal things just so I can get through all of that, and then I'll show you like the toys that I picked up, which is pretty much like the order in which I went throughout the store. The first 2 items that I found right away are shelves. This one's just like a basic small shelf that has a very cute swirly design here. It does need to be cleaned and sanded and maybe restained because there's like some watermarks on it, but other than that it's in really good condition. And yeah, you can never have too many shelves, I feel. I wish I could find more of like a curio type of shelf that have like individual boxes, but I haven't had any luck with it, but that's okay. This guy was $3.99. And then I also found this. It kind of looks like a mail carrier, something that like you would like sort your mail in. Obviously for the kids, they don't really get a lot of mail, so I might use this more as like a school supply type of carrier. It does have like the wall brackets so that you can hang it up on the wall. Again, it needs to be cleaned. It looks like there was a sticker here at one point, so I don't know if this is going to come off. I hope that it will. If not, I can probably try and re-sand it and repaint it, but I do really like the color of red that's on here. And this was also only $3.99. This next piece is one that my mom found, and it's very cool. It has the numbers 1 through 31 on the outer ring, and the middle ring has the months, and then the inner ring has the days of the week. So it's just kind of like a little fun circular calendar. I just really thought it was super cute, and this was $5.99. Another random wood home decor piece is this little bicycle. It looks like it was hand painted, and there's definitely some, I don't know if these are just like wax marks or something like that. It looks like maybe there was something attached here that broke off. maybe like a bell or something. But it does swivel all the way around. I don't think that it will be like a toy that the kids will be able to really play with, just because I feel like it's in more of a delicate condition. But I do like it for decor to just like put on the shelf and fill some space, make it look really cute in the room. My mom was saying that I could repaint it, but I feel like I like how it looks. I really like the design that they did. I just need to clean it up. Another decor piece that I picked up is this wall print. It's a very cute print that has the phrase, "That's what friends are for," and just a cute little cottagecore looking girl with a candle and a walking stick and her puppy. I love the color scheme, and I feel like if I put it in a cool, like either orange or maybe like a green picture frame, I feel like it'll really stand out in her room. I mentioned that I had finished one of my crochet projects that is like an actual fully wearable item. I'll show it to you right now because it's here. And actually, I didn't really finish it because I need to tie in all of my loose ends. But this is a cute little crochet bonnet that I made for Wolfie. I finished it this past weekend. I do plan on making one for Ellie as well, like a matching one, because I have enough yarn to make another one. But now that I have finished my first crochet project, I wanted to see what other projects I could start on. And the last time that I was in Michael's with my mom, they had a couple of really cool crochet books, but they were like $24, and I was like, I don't want to pay that much for crochet books, you know? So I was like, I could probably find something similar at the thrift store. So I did. I got 2 crochet books. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Afghans to Knit and Crochet. So this actually has some knitting patterns as well as crochet patterns. The blanket on the front is what really caught my eye and made me want to pick it up and look inside. The second one is Leisure Arts presents Vanna's Afghans A to Z. So we've got the lovely Vanna on the front here, and actually the photos on the back are what really caught my eye, especially this one here in the corner that has this kind of like basket weave texture. So Vanna's was $2.49 and Better Home and Gardens was $3.49. This is the really pretty like basket weave. If you are getting into like a new hobby, or if you're wanting to pick up a new hobby, you should definitely check out the book section in Savers and Goodwill, because most of the time they will have a lot, at least at my Savers. They have way more books at my Savers than they do at Goodwill, and the sections are very well organized so that you know like this whole bookshelf is just for like arts and crafts type of thing. So it's easier to find what you are looking for. But yeah, they even have a blanket where you can play tic-tac-toe. This is the blanket that I want to try. I feel like it's so freaking cute. And I love all of the colors that they used in it as well. So yeah, such a good find. And also like, I like that they're kind of like on the smaller side. I don't want like a big chunky book that I feel like I'm never gonna pick up. I just want like some basic instructions, some really like simple designs that I can work off of, and I feel like those are both providing exactly what I need. Okay, the last book that I picked up is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. This was only $4.49, and actually I had checked this out from the library months ago and I just never got around to picking it up. I love a good cozy mystery, so I'm excited that I have my own copy so that, you know, whenever I find the time, whenever I get through all the other books that I need to get through, I can pick this guy up. Since I just went through the books, I'll go through the kids' books that I picked up. The first one that we have, or the first 2, these are ones that Ellie picked out herself. So we have the Splat, The Cat Sings Flat. This is one of those I can read beginner reading books. Ellie has a couple of these, and I really like these for bedtime stories because they're very quick. They do not take a long time to read. And obviously these are like those like first step books for her to kind of like get some sight words in and practice a little bit more with being involved in reading the book itself. So yeah, she's a big kitty fan, so that's probably one of the main reasons why she picked that guy up. And then she also grabbed It's Too Noisy. I've never heard of this book. It says, the poor farmer's house is just too noisy. So when a wise man tells him to put all his farm animals in the house to make it quieter, the poor farmer thinks he's crazy, but it works. Sounds like a fun one, and the illustrations are really cute. It's also in really good condition too. This was 99 cents. And then Splat the Cat was $2.49. And then I picked up this guy, which is another step into reading book. But I remember reading this back when I was a kid. It is The Teeny Tiny Woman. One day, a teeny tiny woman finds a teeny tiny bone. She takes it home, but that night, somebody wants it back. Who can it be? When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I immediately had all of this nostalgia of reading this book, and I had to just get it for her because I remember loving this book so much. This was $2.49 as well. So the last book that we have is The Tale of Peter Rabbit in a board book. This was $1.99. My mom spotted this and I told her yes right away. We have a copy of Peter Rabbit, but it's a vintage book and it's pretty much like falling apart at the seams, like literally the cover doesn't stay on. So I need to figure out if I'm able to fix it at all, but I'm glad that we have a board book version. That way I can read this to Wolfie, and as he gets bigger, you know, it won't get destroyed as easily. So after the books, it transitions into all of the linens area. I didn't find any fabric for myself like I usually do, but I did find 2 blankets for the kids' rooms. Uh-oh, hold on, the baby's crying. Okay, so this next item is probably gonna be something for Wolfie's room. This is a really cute baby blanket that has a tractor, a teddy bear, a little like stuffed duck, and a bunny, and what's that, a little doggy. Super, super cute. This was $3.29. The back is just a simple striped flannel, nothing too crazy. And then I also found this quilt. It looks like the front fabric itself is just like one panel, and then they just did the stitching, like the quilt stitching alongside it. So it's not actually like quilted in terms of like pieced together. It has a very, very thin layer of batting in it as well. So it's more of like a decorative quilt for sure. Something to like throw on top of the bedspread and just add some extra color, but I do really like the print on it. And then the back is also like a matching print. And this guy was only $1.99, so this one was very, very affordable. Okay, we're coming in to the last couple of items. I do have 2 clothing pieces here. One is for me and one is for Wolfie. This first one is a sweater that I found for Wolfie. It is a Cat and Jack knit sweater in the size 2T, and it has the really beautiful knitting pattern on it as well, with just some like toggle clasps at the neckline, and they do function. It is 60% cotton and 40% nylon, so it does have like a little bit of a stretch in it, but obviously the color really drew me in, and there's a little bit of shirling on the neckline as well, so I feel like that's super cute. Oh, he's awake. He don't want to go back to sleep. Yeah, hold on a second. Well, I tried putting him down like 3 more times and it wouldn't work. He's very upset and he's like partially tired, so I don't think he's gonna let me put him back down in the crib. So I think this next part is just gonna have to be a voiceover. The next item that I picked up is actually something for myself, and I never find things for myself anymore in Savers or Goodwill in terms of like clothing. It's really hard to come by clothing pieces in the thrift store, at least for me I feel it is, just because I feel like it's so picked over a lot of the times. There's so many people nowadays who are going to the thrift stores and like they have their own vintage shops and they just sell on Poshmark or sell through their vintage shops, so I feel like a lot of the time clothing is always picked over. But I was on my way to the checkout line and this print caught my eye because it's obviously a red and white stripe, and I love a good stripe and I love red. And I happened to see that it was a Gap shirt, and it looks like it's a vintage Gap shirt as well, based off of like the label. It's also 100% cotton, so that's great. It has a really cute blue trim around the neckline as well as the cuffs, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Free People shirts that are like really popular right now, as well as like the Amazon dupes. The contrast at the neckline and the cuffs is not as thick as the ribbing on the Free People, but I kind of like it. It's a little bit more like minimal. This guy was $7.99, which is a little bit more. I think Savers prices their clothing a little bit more than Goodwill does, but because 100% cotton shirt, I was okay with it. Obviously, it's a red and white stripe, so I loved it. So now we're gonna get into the toys that I picked up for the kids. There's only 4 items of toys for Christmas presents. So the first one that I picked up, I believe, is this Hearth and Heart? What is it? Hearth and Hand. I always want to say Hearth and Heart, but this is a Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. This is like the Target brand. It's just a little wooden airplane. It does look like there was a passenger at one point. However, I could not find the passenger, so it's just the airplane, but the wheels still function, and so does the like propeller front. So again, a decorative piece, but also a functional toy for the kids, and exactly the kind of vibe that I was going for. I think Ellie took the sticker off. I think it was around maybe $4, $5. The next thing that I found is this Green Toys fire truck. This is also a brand that you can find at Target as well. This was $6.99 in really great condition. Ellie has a couple of Green Toys already. I think she has like a tea set, and I do like the quality of their stuff. On their website, the fire truck is normally $30, and I got it for $7. So good. Are you awake now, sir? Gosh, your routine is so difficult. I'm gonna hand you off to Laura. Laura? Yeah. Okay, I was able to give Wolfie to my mom, so she's gonna take care of him while I just finish up. I only have 2 more toys to show. The next item that I'm gonna show is something that came in the little bagged section. I love looking at the toys in the bagged section just because sometimes they mix and match, and then other times they really pull it all together in terms of like, these are all cars, and these are all Poppets, and these are all, you know, Barbies. And so I really like that they make sure that like they piece everything together. This one looked like it was a set, like these purposefully all came together. This was $5.49. This is a bag of tools. It has a saw, a hammer, a screwdriver, a wrench, and then just a bunch of these like peg boards to put the screws in. Ellie already has a tool set, but she's like pretty much lost all of the pieces. So yeah, I thought this would be a good one to pick up for her. I unfortunately didn't see if there was like a matching like workbench for this, but I still went ahead and picked it up because it was such a good deal for $5. It's already open because Ellie already tore the bag open because she wanted to play with it. So this last piece is something that I passed by this a couple of times and I didn't see it. But then when my mom was standing there, I noticed it next to her and I was like, what is that? How much is that? It is this really fun, colorful activity cube. And I've actually been looking for an activity cube for the kids for a while now. I've been looking at the Bee Toys one at Target, and I know Gigglescape, the Target brand, just came out with one, but it's like much smaller. But yeah, I just hadn't like pulled the trigger on getting them one just because they're a little bit more on the expensive side. Although I do think that they are worth it because they have so many compartments to them. But this guy was $6.99. So good. It is a little bit dinged up in some places and it has like some spots that need to be cleaned, but it is still completely functioning. There is the bead maze at the top, and it actually has also a mirror. This side is like a little bead maze in the shape of a snail. We've got a shape sorter here, and it did come with the shapes, so I was happy about that. Next, there is a section of all of these little flip boards of the alphabet. The last section has all of these like twisting gears and the little like tumble guys. So really, really great find. I mean, I was super psyched about this. I was very surprised that no one had picked this up, mainly because there were so many people in the store when I went. I think I mentioned this when I was in the car, that I had every intention to vlog inside the store, but it was just so hard. Like, there was somebody in every single aisle and I just got too shy. So I wasn't able to do it. But maybe next time I'll be brave and I'll just do it no matter what. But yeah, and also it was just really loud with that many people in the store. It seemed like there was a big group of people that had all gone together, like a group of like senior citizens, and they were just like having full-on conversations at the store as if they were in a cafe, which, I mean, like, you know, that's your social time, no shade, but I couldn't vlog because it would have just been way too loud, and yeah, it wasn't the vlogging environment. There were a couple of other things that I was thinking of picking up at the store that I passed on for the kids. There was this really cool wood alphabet puzzle, also in the bagged toy section, but when I counted all the pieces, there was only 25, and obviously the alphabet is 26 letters, so I knew that one was missing, and I just like didn't want to pick it up if there was a missing board. There was also a board game from, gosh, what's the brand? Ellie has a board game from the same brand, but I think it was like some sort of like owl game. The game was called Hoot Owl Hoot, and like I said, it's from a brand that Ellie already has a board game with. So it's a very like toddler friendly beginner board game. But when I looked inside, it was also missing some pieces, so I ended up passing on that. It was another very successful thrifting trip, and with how well everyone responded to my last thrift haul, I figured I would do this one for you as well, because again, it was just a good trip, a really, really good trip. I definitely don't need to get the kids any more gifts. Family members have also been already like sending us gifts as well, so she's gonna have a really fun Christmas, which I'm hoping she'll have a really fun Christmas, just because we are staying home. We're not gonna go and see our family in California, so it'll just be us and my mom. It'll be a little bit of a quieter Christmas, but I think it'll still be a fun one for her, considering, you know, she has all these new toys and it's her first Christmas with her brother as well, so I think it'll be fun for them. But thank you again for everyone who watched my last thrift video. It was more views than I had received on any other video that I posted this year. That wasn't a short. I think I have a couple of shorts that reached like a couple thousand people, but like this is one of my more recent videos that, you know, has gained a lot of like traction. So thank you so much to everyone for commenting and watching. I think thrifting is a really great option if you are really low on cash this Christmas, and also if you just really like the thrill of the hunt. You know, there's nothing wrong with getting your kids new gifts if you want to get them new gifts. I mean, we've been getting our kids new gifts all year long, but I think there's something really fun about finding something, like the fact that this is $30 full price from the store, like brand new, and I got it for $7 at Savers while it still looks brand new. I mean, that is very exciting to me. So if you're someone like me who really enjoys a thrift, I hope that you will stick around, because I do plan on going thrifting a lot more in the future. So I hope that I'll have like more videos for you guys to see. And then since I am going to be redecorating the kids' rooms, I do plan on curating a lot of like pieces to really like fill out the space and really add some personality to it. When we were in Long Beach, I had Ellie's nursery done like well before she was born, and I just feel like with Wolfie, I did not even have his nursery done. He didn't even have his own space yet, so that's kind of like why I feel this sudden urge to redecorate their rooms. So if you're interested in seeing how I go about redecorating the kids' rooms. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.